Hi, Gene Burnett from GeneBurnett.com. Hey, I thought we'd talk a little bit today about solo practice versus doing Tai Chi in a group. The differences between the two and why I think you should do both and not one exclusively. So, the difference for me when I practice Tai Chi by myself and I have nobody else around, just me and myself, I did a great practice today. I am able to go at a speed that suits my training goals. So I don't have to think about anybody else. I can go super slow if I want to. I always like to go fast enough that I can feel some momentum, but I may pause, I may shift my pelvis around, just like feel into how I'm doing today, go to that next movement, feel that, check my alignment, my next step, just make sure that I'm upright, my hips are open here, and then go to my next movement. You know, I can really customize it. You know, sometimes I'll do a movement, maybe I do a kick and I'm a little off balance, so I just kind of see if I can repeat that and do it a little bit better, make sure that feels more coherent, and then go to the next move. I can let various practice themes, I can use a different theme for each section of the form. I might really be focused on breath in one section, or I might really be focused on super soft palms and the inner yin side of my body just being really relaxed, or I might really be focused on long spine, low shoulders, or in a quality of doing the form versus a quality of feeling the form versus a quality of being the form. You know, there's lots of different themes, and sometimes my theme will run throughout an entire form, and sometimes my theme will shift and change over the course of the form. And basically I can follow my own rhythm and my own practice muse and feel into it the way my body feels now, right here, right? As opposed to more of a group practice, where in a group practice your goal, at least my goal, is not necessarily to do all that stuff, because I'm going to be out of sync with the group over and over and over and over again, and it's just distracting and confusing, and it's not really any fun for anybody. So what I do in a group practice is whoever's in front of me, whoever I can see most clearly and is visible to me, I go at their pace. When we turn to the side, I'm going at this person's pace. If I'm there, then I'm the leader. And I just look and I see, what pace is this guy going? And then I turn around, or what pace is she going? And then I turn at that pace. And I work on including as much of the overall felt sense of Tai Chi that I have in my body. I work on expressing that, manifesting that, embodying that within the speed of the group, whatever that group happens to be. I used to really not enjoy practicing in a group that much, because the speed was always different from my breathing, always different from my personal pace and exploration while I was going through it. But then I saw that, well, there's a certain value in setting aside that, and not having things go exactly my way, and instead surrendering to the group pace. And then within that, just seeing, if I did a move and I turn around and I realize people are ahead of me, I'll just catch up. And so I think of it as kind of an obstacle course with different obstacles. When I'm all by myself, the obstacles are just what I'm working on in my own pace, and I can work around them at any pace I want. Whereas when I'm in the group, the obstacle is I got to keep along with this group mind speed and just adapt as best I can to that. I don't have the luxury of just doing a movement 3 times over and over again if I feel like something was a little off. I just do the best I can with that, and I move on to the next move. So they're nice. Each one honors something different. One honors the sort of the rights of the individual, the fact that you are alone doing this, that you are teaching yourself Tai Chi, that you are the laboratory in which Tai Chi is reflected and embodied and sourced and figured out. And then also the collective, where you kind of set that aside and you say, well, what are the needs of the group here? What can I do to help this group along with their Tai Chi, and how can they help me, and how can we cooperate and feel the unity of a group of people, like a family, working together to embody and show these principles in action. So they're different. They require different things, and my solo practice is very different from my group practice. When I practice in a group, if you saw me practicing with a group, you'd see something different than if you saw me by myself. Certainly by myself, you would see more introspection and more exploration. And in a group, I'm more outwards and following what everybody else is doing. So I really encourage you to do both and recognize that they are different contexts, and in those different contexts you can study and work on and express different things. If you come from a system or a school where the form has to take the same amount of time every time, where the movements are to be done exactly the same every time, where you're not really allowed to theme your practice or explore much along the way, then, probably this video doesn't make any sense. It's just a different way up the mountain, and God bless you and good luck. I appreciate people who do things differently. It's just not the way that I like to do it. So if you're have a little more permission to explore and a little more variety in your expression as you do these forms, then I recommend checking out solo and group practice as, in a sense, different exercises with different training goals. So thank you for watching. I sure appreciate it. I put these videos out to be useful. If they are useful, please let me know. It's always nice to hear it in the comments. I don't have any ads on these videos. I'm too small time, and even if I wasn't, I just don't like ads and products stuffed into these videos. And so I'm probably never going to have ads on these videos. If you do see an ad on my music video, it's probably because someone else owns the copyright, like I've done a cover and they can put ads on it, although I get so small amount of views I can't imagine they'd find it worthwhile. But if you do, it's not my fault. So I do have tip jars all over my website world, GeneBurnett.com, and I have tip jars under the descriptions of my videos. But really the main thing is to be helpful, so I hope I am. So thanks very much for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.